Hello again everybody, Pete here. I've got a selection of updates today. A lot of the things I've been doing have just been fiddly and time consuming. I've been trying to get this sorted out and it's all going to fall over and everything. Because I've been making leaf springs and bits and bobs. Like the two mufflers over the back there. I was going for conical mufflers, so they were the 56 Ford turnout, so while I've been sitting around I've made two, well they're not really mufflers, megaphones. What they used to call them, if it weren't megaphones anyway. Then I've got the front axle that I was thinking about using and it's gone totally out of the picture, which I've settled on these tyres and definitely these wheels, so I've got them together, drilled them out and put in a valve. I'm still not sure about this axle. This was from the 32 Phaeton, but it had been messed around when I got it and it's got some odds and sods parts, so I'm not sure about that. Sorry about the unstable camera. And then down on my leaf springs, and I've just knocked that everywhere. I had that all jigged up. Zoom. I'll leave that all scattered around and try and discuss it like that. I've cut off the original leaf springs wherever they've gone and made new ones, and I'm putting, so I've swapped sides as to what it was actually on. The leaf springs were originally on this side with pillows, those pads. So I've made new ones, flipped it over so that it's going to be underneath, and that will help me jack it up. This thing wiggling around on the pin is one of the frame mounts, which is a piece of channel that I've drilled through. And then I've got another one, it's hard to see around this camera, which has got 3 different drill points for height adjustment on the rear. So I've got an eye on one end of that will go through the single pin mount on the chassis, and then a adjustable mount for the tang end to go through. The one in the background's in better focus than that one. Also in the chassis itself, I've cut a piece of beam that I've inserted there. It's only just sitting there really, so I'm going to replace that part there with this part here with my new beam to mount the top of the shocks to, which I've been making springs over in the background for. I'll get a few bits of tube. I make my springs by one of the other modelers, and I can't remember his name, but I did give him a shout out when I first discovered this. Found a craft store tool that makes coils, so you just end up spiraling your coil and then cutting it to length instead of doing it individually. But it's just a quick way of knocking out loads of springs. Oh, it's a brilliant idea, and adjustable sort of thing, easy to cut. Oh damn, I need one another mil longer or something, and it's easy to cut them using the what was it called, the Malco Mustang as a donor. It's given me a lovely set of tyres. I'm going to use these centre lines, but I've got nice modern slicks, which is pretty cool with already sorry about the lighting, I'm getting all over the place here. I'm trying to get it more zoomed in to see better, and then still, I like these tyres. What else was there? So I've got a load of ancillary brackets over the back that I'll be sort of fanning around with. What else was there? Oh yeah, This little motorbike I'm working on. This is an airfix 172nd military motorbike. Might even be 176. And I'm converting one to a sort of civilian version. So I've chopped away quite a lot of that. Trimmed down his mud guards and building up a new seat, put a new rear rim in it. Drilled it all out. I'll start cabling that tomorrow, you know, brake cables and that, because I've been doing a little American half track as well. I don't know whether they're bringing it over there, and these have been quite good fun. You know, I emptied, cleared out the vents in the front of that grille, and then put in a bit of checkered thingy for radiator. It's not gonna. I was really chuffed with some of the little details I was putting on it. I made some little rucksacks. I wonder if they'll come into focus. So I can actually see through it. I don't know if you can see light going through there. It's not going to focus on that, is it? But these are quite good fun. I've been enjoying doing that, along with civilianising the scamel a bit, which I've added different details in the cab and all that. But loads of things have been just taking a lot of time, so there's not a great deal to show you. The flooring of the 40 is improving as I the firewall and that, as I can locate the engine more, I can reverse that into that and get more of an impression in the actual area, you know, of the tunnel. So I'm making the tunnel as I fit the engine by embossing over the gearbox transmission. Yeah, voila, something like that. But as it's all located in the frame and that, and then moving the engine into it and manipulating the foil around it. That is about it for the moment. Hope you're all well. Oh, new purchase. Obviously going to be converted. I'm not going to use the Chevrolet cab, but it's nice to have a model in a fully cellophaned doodad. I end up buying so many that are second hand. It's nice to actually have that feeling of luxury and newness. Anyway, that's a project for the future. I really needed it for these wedge dimensions, and I noticed on Tim's build this checker isn't actually, either this checker isn't, or he put in this way. Definitely inlaid checker, so I'll have to have a look at that. But I want the dimensions for the chopped Peterbilt truck that I want to do as a tow vehicle, wedge thing. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye bye. Best wishes from jolly old England. Hope this all bloody works.